why you let him treat you so bad? Ted that came in. But anyway, I want to say thank you to those of you all that attended the 1010 event. A lot of great stuff about starting over. Please make sure that you go back over there and you look at it as many times as needed. A lot of golden nuggets, a lot of golden gems were given. Also, I see that they had uploaded from my podcast, Divinely Speaking Unplugged. They given information, uploaded one of my podcasts. It's about the flawless doesn't mean being divine. Make sure that you check that out too as well. I please understand, and Spirit told me to tell you all that, I do have other podcasts. You see, it skips numbers. That's not famous Divine Sunshine being flawless and forgetting. That's the way it picks at random. Every odd number of podcasts gets uploaded onto my onto the Divine Unisoul's channel. And so you can see all the rest of the other podcasts on there as well. This person needs to get over there, slow as molasses. And so I wanted to come on with the message, two messages actually. And the messages is this, that wax on and wax off. Please understand, you got to get over. Please do it. Thank you. Because you slow. Hold on 1 second. That ain't my thing, that's her. Please get over. You got to take a chance, baby. I'm going to put the light on her. This person right here. Oh, have mercy. Y'all just making the baby nervous. Okay, so now this is gonna get right back over. She's probably like a teenager or something. Anyway, all right then. So the title today is "Wax On, Wax Off" for today's morning drive. Been working with one of my students, and I know I'm not talking to any of you all as parents, and so this message for you. Please understand that while I was working with my students, and they seeing that he's very deficient in a lot of things. And so then, I was saying to myself, Spirit said that parent didn't turn him on. And I said, well, what do you mean that the parent didn't turn him on? And it said that when you are a parent, there's a special key that you are able to unlock your child's, their full potential. Sometimes it works in the favor, or sometimes we unlock them and we do the wrong coding in them with negativity or whatever. But at the same time, it is your job as a parent to unlock your child, to turn them on. Rather it is through talking to them, having conversations, putting in positive messages with them, all those different kind of things there. It helps them to, gain knowledge, help with the brain functioning, helping them to learn how to talk. And a lot of times, sometimes kids and students come in and they don't have that. A lot of times the parents believe that it is the teacher's job to turn it on, and that's not it. We can do so much according to Spirit and my spiritual guides. They say there's a special key they don't mean you can. Now after you've done it, we can come behind it and kind of unlock some other things too as well. But we are not the sole people that are to open up your child. So please understand that. And I know I'm not talking to anybody here, because I know everybody pretty much is doing the job and understanding intuitively or empathically. Spirit is sending you messages like you need to do this with your child, you need to do this. And that's a lot of times because some people are not spiritually in tune with themselves. Having a conversation, and I hope I have right and privilege to share this, but I've been feeling this too as well. When we're talking about with the karmics and being in the karmic relationships, understanding, and I've said this before, that things have to essence, to wax off. They have to exactly get out of a person's system so they can be able to turn it off. The need, the connection. In talking with this person, they were talking and telling me about how it just really is hard. You try to, again, it goes back to Jada about the entanglement, and how it just really is almost, they're showing me like a kitten with a ball of yarn, and you have that ball of yarn, or you either have that necklace, you know, sometimes you have the chain necklace, and some kind of way they get all knotted up, and you're trying to unknot it with your little nails and whatever you can. You're like, I don't want to break the chain, you know, I really want the gold chain. I know you used to have that back in the days when gold chains was really in and wearing those things. And, you know, you try your best to unravel it, but it looks like the more you do one part, the more it becomes the other. And to me, a lot of them, it seems like that karmic situation is like that. However, it has to get to a point that, you know, again, just like a ring on your finger, you know, sometimes it's too tight, but you got to put water on it, or you got to relax your hand, and then it'll be able to come off. That's the same thing what it seems like with these karmic situations. Person, place, and thing, you might be saying you're ready to go, but again, if some kind of way that you feel that you are being treated right, or there is a need or a love there, you know, in some form or fashion, maybe the karmic has been there for that person, and you know, in a way that maybe nobody else, or they understood them at one point in time, or whatever the situation is. That could go for a person, place, and thing, maybe the job too, as well. You know, you got to quit a job, but you like the people, you like the boss, but right now, you know, within your heart of hearts, in your spirit, it's time to go. And so this is where some of us are, as far as trying to let go of these karmic situations, whether it's family members or an actual love relationship, as well. Everybody. And everybody, I like how they brought that song in. Everybody is going through something. Everybody is also, it has some kind of karmic or some hard lesson it's learning. Now, it has came to the point of exhaust. And you know it. You didn't turn it over. I always think about my dad, and I said that on this show before, where he always used to have Kleenexes, and he would take the Kleenex and he would fold it several times. And, you know, I'd be like, dude, I think you have exhausted every turning over of that one piece of Kleenex. It's time for you to release it, go, and let it go. And then he'd be like, okay. He'd get him another one, and he'd start the process all over again. And again, you know, all you're doing is open yourself up to reopening up the wounds, being in there, still, again, relearning bad patterns, relearning habits by staying in there. Also understanding with the karmic, a lot of times in the divine masculine energies, whether you're a male or female, a lot of times they want to try to do it the easy way. We've been saying that all the time. I don't want to hurt anybody. I'd rather for them to quit me than me to quit them. Talking to this person, and I think it needs to be also released, because I asked what was the formula, and it came out there to say, you know what, that is the easy way. Telling the person this no longer works for me is truly the easy way. Staying in it, lying to yourself, trying to oversell it, try to put the blinders on, try to ignore to things, is the harder way of doing things. The easy way is to go on ahead and approach it head on. This is where, again, that spirit is saying, again, to wax on and wax off, as far as getting into the flow of things. It's no more getting away with things. You've got to attack this stuff head on. You've got to, I see the word ram on one of the cars. I don't know if you see that on the van. You got to, again, it says stop roof leaks fast. So again, as far as what you have is your shelter, whatever you think is very comfortable, right now it is leaking if you are in that karmic situation. And again, like I said, if you continue to let that happen, after a while, something is going to, again, give, and then you're going to have something, again, where you think is your comfort zone, is going to give way to a tragedy or a crisis of something that needs to be actually done. So, this is for you, those of you all that know you coming to the part. I've had friends, I've talked to people, I've counseled clients, all that stuff. And, you know, they say they ready, and then the next minute they crying or they miserable, and the next minute I'm seeing they going right on back, deep diving back into it again. Like cool waters, infinite waters. Let's take a deep dive. Let's deep dive into it. And so it's like, okay, all right then, you know, you going in there. And so at first when it did, I would be all passionate about it, getting all upset about it. And then after a while, we were just like, you know what? They just got to exhaust. It's got to run out of their system until they are actually tired of this very thing. And, you know, like they can't take it more. Like I have exhausted all different avenues. I have exhausted all different, trying to make it work. Going back in there, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being sick and tired. Now, when you do that, that's when the breakthrough happens. At that point, it's no more, again, you take a deep breath, and then you need to take in consideration to yourself, how are you going to be able to do it? So you need to do it in a way that, again, it brings peace. Again, stand in your truth and say, hey, this is not working. And letting that person know this. This is a place that you got to go to. So again, we got to put on our big girl panties, our big boy boxers, and actually do what we have to do for that. After seeing the Divine Masculine, the song next is "Wait for Me," which is, again, you know, after they say "wait for me," be patient. I'm gonna get to that point. I think by Vanessa Fields, and say, "I'm getting there. Just be patient with me." That's our Divine Masculine energies, and that's, to me, again, letting me know when the subscribers, again, it's like, I'm going to get there. I'm getting there. I know I got to get here. That's not even, like you said, like the lady that I have at in our school union, she always say, let me make this perfectly clear. They know that that it's not working. Like, I talked to this person. They like, I know this is not working. I know this is not the love of my life. I know this is not true love. I know this is not it. And they're not the only ones. They're the other people I talk to. I know this is not it. I know it's a better way of doing this. I know it's a better job out here. I know I'm just surviving. I know this is not the best. When you get to that point, that is, again, all of them know this. So I don't want you to discredit the thing. They say, oh, they just oblivious. They just in it. They not doing nothing. They all right with it. No, they're not all right with it. They do understand that it's better. It's just about, how do I go about unraveling myself back again, like I said, like this ball of yarn or that gold chain back in the days they used to get all tangled up with each other. I know what needs to be done. The point is, how do I go about it that I feel in my heart of hearts that I feel good with it and say, yes, I have peace. I walked away. I feel serenity about it. Some of them say, you know, if they would walk away now and they don't feel like they have completely finished the process, that would be something that will haunt them. They would be left with a lot of what ifs, maybe, I could have this. If they get all of those what ifs, could have, maybe, should, could have, would have out of the way, there will be no, I've seen the word, it looked like it said not, there will be no other excuses that one can use in order to say, hey, you know what, maybe it could have worked. Maybe it could have been another chance, a second chance of that. There's no way of being able to use that as an option, okay? All options have been exhausted, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. All of them, you want to say the whole alphabet. So we're down to Z now. And so this is where the Divine Masculine energies, whether female or male, is getting to the point of understanding that, like, I'm getting down to really at the bottom. I'm scraping at the barrel, and I'm really looking to see, you know, is there any other things in here that I can kind of, you know, like sometimes when you eat and you got that good bowl of soup or that good something at the end, and you looking like, okay, well, maybe if I put this together and slop it up with this biscuit or this bread, I can get one more hit out of this. And it's like, okay, there's no more hits. Okay, there's no more excuses. There's no more things I can sell myself on it. Okay, now I got to go on ahead and do the work. Some of us are asking for the breakthroughs. But again, like I told you, in order to have a breakthrough, you actually got to break. That means you got to actually do an action to be able to get through to the other side. So I just wanted to come on and just let you all know that the wax on and wax off. Remember, we wax it on. It's time to turn some things on, not even like within our children, but again about our dreams, about our ideas for things that we want. We've got to turn it on and wax off, take it off those things that don't necessarily need to be a part of our life. We've got, the Spirit says we've got to do both of them. We got to learn how to turn it on, things that are, again, that we have let dormant, or we have not put energies in, and we should, and we've left to other people to be responsible for. And then we have to also, again, wax off, which means, again, to let go of those things that no longer serve us. All right, then, as always, make sure you take time out to shine. That's my thing for Divinely Speaking. Stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascendant. Namaste, and Namago.